everybody, it's 13th Wolfman. Today's day 14 of the 31 Days of Horror. That's right, 31 movies, 31 days. And I'm not the only one doing it. Check out Mood 616, Double Shot J, Nightmare Maven, Let's Talk About Movies. Who else? I Am the Ice Lord, Retro Horror, Random Horror, Tony Has Nine Fingers, the one and only MSJ, Brother Max for short. Who else? I mean, there's a lot doing it. You know? So just type in 31 days of, you know, and more likely, because some people call it different things all the time. 31 days of horror, 31 days of Halloween. What's Tony's? 31 days half October, I think is what his is. You know, so everyone's doing it. And before we do that, before we get into the movie, always like, subscribe, share, and comment. I always want to know what you have to say. Have you seen the movie? Haven't you seen the movie? What do you think of the movie? If you have, you know, and hit that bell. Hit the bell, ding the bell, ring the bell. That way you'll be notified anytime I put something new up. Now we get into the movie. For the last 4 days I've been talking about the Critters movies. Let's put it up. There you go. This box set right here. The Critters box set. Critters 1 through 4. Critters created by the Kyoto brothers. I mean, I went over just a little bit of everything. The movie, all 4 movies were produced by Barry Opper and Harvey Rubin. And so I don't really have anything else to talk about. Oh no, just a second, I do. In the 2000s, there was another movie made. It's not a sequel. It's not a prequel. It's not a remake. It's a reboot. And that's Critters Attack. Critters Attack came out in, I don't know, 2000... It was in the teens. It was like 2014, 2015, somewhere around there. But Critters Attack. So what we have here is we have the guys that have produced all the other movies, Barry Opper, you know, and his producing partner, and then we have Dee Wallace in this. Now Dee Wallace was in the first movie, but in this movie she plays someone completely different because this is all a reboot. The other movies don't exist. No, you know, they don't talk about that this has happened before or whatever. So the whole idea is that you have a brother and sister team. The brother's really into watching the stars and aliens and stuff like that. And one night, you know, what they think is a meteor or a comet crash lands, you know, in their neighborhood. And it releases the Krites. That's right, the Krites are back. And from that point on, everything else ensues. I mean, the Krites, I don't know, instead of being hatched out of eggs, they get into a body, you know, and they're they're basically fertilized. I mean, I don't. That's the thing. It's like they roll the first body you find. They roll it over, and it looks like the Krites are coming out of the stomach. You know, but that's the problem with this movie. There's a lot of problems with this movie. There's not enough information to tell us. You got the brother-sister group, right? We know that their mother went to a local college that the daughter wants to go to. We don't know where their father is. They live with their uncle. We know nothing. I mean, the uncle's white. The 2 kids are, I'm guessing, mixed race. I mean, I'm not sure. You know, that there's no idea of who the father is. We know the mother's dead. I mean, there's a lot of questions, man. There's a lot of questions. And it's an okay movie. I say if this is your foray into the Critters movies, and you're like, oh, okay, well, understand that there's 4 movies before this that are way better. Way better. I mean, I give it a 2. It's... You know what? I'm going to rescind that. I'm giving it 1 3/4. I don't even think it's good enough to be an average horror movie or sci-fi movie or whatever you want to call it. I don't think it's not just that. It's not average. There's a lot of information missing. Why is Dee Wallace knows about the Krites? She claims that she's a bounty hunter, but she doesn't look like the bounty hunters from the earlier films. We don't know why she knows about them. We don't know where she's from. Everyone calls her Aunt Dee, you know. Someone says in the movies, like, and who is Aunt are you? That question's never answered. It's just kind of weird. For some reason, high pitches to kill the Krites in this movie. You know, I mean, in the other movies it was guns and whatnot. And they can die that way, but for some reason, high pitch noises will make them explode. And I don't know. This one is okay. It might be a little hard to get through if you're not used to it, but it was just an okay movie. Like I said, I'm going to use Brother Max's rating system on that one, and his rating system will be 1, which is it's an okay movie. I believe it's an okay movie, but it doesn't add anything to the horror genre. You know, for me, it's 1 3/4 chainsaws out of 4. It's not good enough to be average, and it's just barely above really. I mean, it's got a good look to it. Don't get me wrong. It's shot nicely, and there's some cool effects here and there, and they introduce the female Krite, and she's cute and all, but that's not enough to make it a great movie. With all that being said, don't know what else to say except I'm the 13th Wolfman, and I'm on the prowl.